Hello everybody and welcome back, for now at least, to World of Warships with Wadres. And for today's stream, I am going to be starting off by looking at the patch notes for World of Warships 0.9.9. Now, I already looked over these this morning as I was just waking up, but I figure I will go over them with you all just so that we kind of get a clear picture of what is expected for this coming patch, which will be going live tomorrow. Starting off, we have the U.S. Battleships Part 1. This is the introduction for the alternative branch of the United States battleships. And we will have the chance to get the Tier 8 and Tier 9 Kansas and Minnesota via early access. Now, the Kansas, according to the statement here, can be obtained by completing directives, while Minnesota can be obtained from random bundles that are available in the armory. For this, we will get the next and greatest token grind, which is American tokens. They will be available for recruitment points in the armory or random bundles. I think this is basically anything that we already have been through and know from the latest and greatest of the whole release grind missions and events. And of course, there will be other sequentially available bundles, permanent camouflages for the new battleships, as well as the Florida, which is the premium Tier 7 version. And, I mean, this is just kind of a little preview up here, the Gold Eagle, and they do look interesting. I also think it will be a little bit interesting to see what these ships come down to so far, because I've heard a number of things, and not necessarily all good about these ships. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what all becomes of them and how they perform in-game. And again, coming right down to it here, they have good long firing range at the expense of longer reload. They have good anti-torp protection, but they are slow. And anybody who knows how battleships function at the high tiers, slow is not always great, especially when you're talking about battleships. In fact, these battleships have been stressed a number of times by by community contributors and other content creators that they are basically the kind of battleships that a lot of players tend to hate. They're the ones that sit either on the borders or way in the back and snipe at long range without really putting any proper risk to the ship. So, yeah. Something else that they have access to is defensive AA fire, which is a slight change by comparison to regular U.S. battleships. And to a point, I can kind of understand that, because as slow as these ships are, I mean, from what I understand, I don't think any of them really get much higher than 20 knots. They're definitely going to be prime CV targets, so they're going to want something to bring out their AA just a little bit more. Let's see, Dockyard is still going to be running. You have until October 26th to run through and complete Anchorage. And, well, we also have the Strong-Willed temporary campaign, which is going to be coming to an end. And that is the campaign for the unique historical commander for I think that's the Pan-European, Jerzy Swirsky, whatever his name is. So there's that little bit ending up. We have a new clan battle season that is taking place, 7 versus 7 at Tier 10, with up to 11,000 steel up for grabs. 2 battleships, or 1 battleship and 1 aircraft carrier per team, operating on islands of ice, Sleeping Giant, Warriors Path, North, Greece, Northern Waters, and Domination. Let's see, Cyclones. And then, of course, viewing radius of ships starts to shrink after 4 minutes, so that's going to be interesting. Very interesting by the looks of it. Okay, but that's not the only thing coming in with this whole clan battle season. We are looking at the opportunity to enlist mercenaries for clan battles now. So if you weren't able to get a full division or full roster for your clan battles, now you can always fill in with mercenaries. These are people who are either looking to prospectively join a clan, or maybe they're in a clan that they really don't see a whole lot of clan battles. My clan, for example, might actually be able to benefit from and engage in clan battles themselves. Now, there are some little snags to this. Those who engage in clan battles as mercenaries will receive bonuses only at the level of the clan that they fought for. So if you're in a clan that actually fights at a higher level, you're going to see a reduction in your returns. And what else am I seeing here? I thought I saw something else. Oh yeah, any achievements and emblems that are earned for the clan battles are based on the league for the clan that they battle for. So, again, if you're from a higher grade clan, though I don't see why you'd be doing this unless you're filling out, say, like a sub or secondary clan. Yeah, I don't know. But it'll be interesting to see how this works, and maybe, just maybe, I might even be able to participate in clan battles myself this time around. We'll see. Depends on how involved I feel in getting with the game as far as that goes. The Research Bureau is getting a minor adjustment. There's an added bonus of 200 research points for Tier 5 ships in any reset tech line. And a few nice little achievements and emblems have been added regarding the number of branches that a player has reset. So 10, 50, 100, and 150 ship branches will get you one of a number of little achievements and emblems. Also, this will only count towards any ship branches reset after the update goes live, so it will not reflect anything that has been reset previously. A few other mechanics changes, and this one I can see as being something of a big one. When main shells hit main battery turrets, damage only done to the module, and player would receive a penetration ribbon without damage being done. However, World of Warships, in their wisdom, has decided to alter this. Now, if you hit that main battery, you will get a reduction into the ship's hit points directly. However, this will not be a drastic reduction depending on the module, no. This will be a 1/10 of maximum damage to the shell for that penetration. And to my understanding, this is going to be a constant value. So if you hit a module, like especially the main gun turrets, you're only going to get 1/10 of the damage of your main battery shell. And that also depends on whether or not you actually achieve penetration. So again, HE shells probably won't see too much damage on this. I think this is aimed specifically more at armor-piercing shells because, again, they're the only things that are really going to have the penetration capacity to break through some of this armor, especially on larger ships like the battleships. As far as other things, we are looking at some minor visual improvements, and I mean, basing this just on the little preview they've got here, it does look interesting. They're going to just be improving some of the water quality, some of the lighting textures, and I mean, it looks like it'll be pretty reasonable. Might be a nice change after a few years of pretty, I guess, stale water appearance. Could be nice. Let's see, the spaceport port is getting the new lighting module, or new lighting models. The visual appearance of aiming reticles for carrier squadrons is being reworked, as well as the camera performance. Now, this is, as they say right here, only supposed to affect the visual interface of managing a squadron. So it should technically be easier to aim with these ships in... Huli, you're messing me up. Okay. Let's see. Aircraft aiming reticles will no longer adjust to changes in the terrain of islands. And this one is going to be something that I think will be very helpful. Because one of the things that I've noticed working with aircraft carriers is anytime I'm flying over an island is the change in angle, the change in perspective really throws off any aim, especially when the planes are either climbing or descending, because when they're descending, when they climb up to altitude, the reticle actually extends farther out, and then when you come back down, the planes descend, and then the reticle will drop back in, and it can actually really mess with your aim quite a bit. So if this is going the way I anticipate that it is, it will make working with aiming for aircraft so much nicer. Let's see, other minor changes. Aircraft operating as part of a squadron will change position in a smoother manner. Bombers moving in on a target will change slightly, and damage taken by aircraft will cause shaking. So I can see how this might maybe mess up aim if an aircraft is lost from an attack group, especially if the aircraft in the lead group is shot down. Other things, or last thing here, the visibility of aircraft aiming reticles on sunlight reflecting water has been improved. So I suppose if you have very well lit maps where there's lots of light reflection that could mess up with your aim or anything like that, this is supposed to help with just visibility of aim, and again, I don't see how that would hurt anything at all. Let's see, another technical change here. Players in Update 9.9 will have access to all of the various server regions through a single instance of the game client. So you will not need to install additional instances for, say, a Russian or Asian or Indonesian account. Now they're all going to be run through the same client. You will just need to make sure you are playing on the proper server if you wish to change with different nationalities. There are also removing some compatibility for graphics cards. Anything that does not support DirectX 11 apparently is going to have support discontinued. And we have the small list of unsupported graphics cards right here: GeForce 400 series, Radeon HD 5000s, and Intel older than HD 3000. So if you have one of these, and I might need to check mine, you might run into some minor graphics issues trying to run those. Other content additions and changes. The Tier 10 American Aircraft Carrier Premium is being added to the Armory for the whopping cost of 33,000 steel. Apparently she boasts a large deck size, good armor protection, and she does not, however, get a repair party for her aircraft. So it'll be interesting to see how she performs, assuming I ever get my hands on her, because right now I'm going to be happy if I get enough steel to get the USS Black from the Armory, let alone this thing. But Tier 10 is something of a coveted tier, even for co-op players like myself, so maybe I'll try and see if I can push this instead of the Black. I don't know. Maybe I'll hold off a little bit too and see what comes as far as the whole snowflakes thing this following Christmas and New Year's. The Paolo Emilio, a Tier 9 Italian destroyer, is being added to the Research Bureau for 43,000 research points. She is going to get the nice little bonus of having SAP shells, but her reload is not going to be too spectacular. She is going to have torpedoes, however, and by the looks of it, you're going to have a single centerline launcher and a side-mounted launcher, and looks like it's quadruple mounts. And of course, the other thing, being Italian, this ship is going to have access to the exhaust smoke generator. This is the smoke generator that is on the Italian cruisers, which allows a ship to move at full throttle and remain undetected, instead of having to drop down to 1/4 if they wish to remain within their smoke. So it'll be interesting to see how this one functions. As far as other minor changes, we are getting a permanent camouflage for Bismarck, the Gothic permanent camouflage. No preview on this so far that I am aware of. So yeah, it's going to be... It sounds like it might be interesting. Daily shipments are being adjusted. I think it's just in how they are accessed or received. So I don't know. Let's see. Mines, the Tier 8 German cruiser premium, has been added to the tech tree for 11,000 doubloons. Tirpitz is being temporarily removed. However, she will be available in the armory. And we have a few premium ships being added for testing. Tier 9 Japanese battleship, the Heisen. The Tier 9 German destroyer, the Z-44. A Tier 7 French battleship, the Strasbourg. A Tier 10 British cruiser, the Plymouth, which I'll bet you anything at that tier is going to be a either Research Bureau or steel ship. And we have a Tier 6 Pan-European cruiser, the Mysore. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. Let's see, other improvements. Option to jump to combat missions from the main menu from a container drop, so I suppose that could be helpful to some. List of combat missions will now automatically scroll up when switching between tabs. Combat mission hint that pops up in post-battle results will show progress made towards conditions of the mission. And for me, this one's a little bit bigger. I can't tell you how much I've been annoyed by this one in the last couple of weeks. When navigating to the Directives tab, the currently active directive will be selected by default. So this is going to be mildly helpful, at least to me, because I've been severely annoyed going into the directives for various dockyards, whatever, and it defaults to Directive 1. And so I'll be looking through the missions like, okay, I still need this, I still need this. Wait a minute, damn it, I'm in the wrong directive. So this will be a very helpful quality of life sort of improvement. Let's see, other game balance changes, and these are direct nerfs, buffs to various ships. The cruiser Hawkins at Tier 5 for the British tech line is getting a main battery reload reduction from 12.6 to 12.1 seconds. The Implacable UK aircraft carrier Tier 8 is getting some HE buffs. It's going from 4,700 to 4,900 damage maximum, and a percentage of fire to target of 27 to 28%. The Tier 10 Soviet cruiser Petropavlovsk is getting a couple of nerfs, actually. I take that back. A single nerf. Her detectability is going from 14.9 to 15.4 kilometers, so a full half kilometer basically lost in her concealment. Let's see, Tier 9 Soviet cruiser, the Riga, is getting a buff to her reload time, going from 15 to 14.5 seconds. However, she is getting a 1/4 of a kilometer nerf to her base detectability range. So she will be firing faster, but seen from slightly further away. And one that's going to be a little bit more universal, the Engine Boost Modification 1 upgrade. This is the upgrade that provides extra boost time to ships that can equip an engine boost consumable. Will get a nerf. It goes from a 40% bonus to a 30% bonus. So if you are routinely running ship with this, it is going to see slightly reduced performance on, again, the engine boost or basically the overall runtime. Other minor changes and improvements, and it's interesting to see a very short list, but I can understand why they wanted to shorten this. I personally hate getting to the end of a patch notes and just seeing this long string that's probably 3 pages long if I were to print it out. So just, I suppose they're overviewing some of the bigger changes here, and I like that change as far as the overall patch notes interface. They fixed a mistake in the description of Mission 4 Task 6 of the 5 Epochs of the Navy campaign. I haven't even gotten there, so I wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. Let's see, fixed a bug in the autopilot voiceovers for the unique commanders Kaguya, Chang'e, and Hoyi. The names of attack aircraft modules will now designate specifically HE or AP for rockets. Let's see, reduce frequency of situations that cause game client to crash during, I guess, loading authorization. Fixed frequency of a situation that caused a ship with autopilot to leave the charted course. I can see how that would be problematic. Fixed an issue that caused expert marksman skill to provide incorrect bonuses to traverse speed of main battery guns. Hey, I can see that one being very problematic too, where you're going through and you're facing off against a battleship that's getting an improper bonus to the turret rotation. It's getting the full bonus instead of the reduced large caliber bonus or something. Or say a cruiser that is getting a reduced bonus compared to what it is supposed to for its caliber. So I can see that being a very, very... That one's a big issue. Let's see. Fixed an issue that caused the client to crash after navigating to the dockyard. Okay, I'll admit I've been bit by that one a couple of times. Very, very annoying. So, yeah, quality of life improvement right there. Good one. Oh, crap. Okay. All the way back down. Let's see, other things. Fixed an issue that in certain cases made it impossible to authorize in the game after minimizing and then maximizing the window. Can't say I've had that problem, but I can see how some people would be annoyed or upset by it. And then, of course, there are other changes, and you can go to player support to view all of them. So anyway, it looks like we've got some interesting changes and additions coming along for update 9.9, and I definitely think it looks very promising. Though I do have to be a little tentative on these new battleships. There's a lot that I've heard that's going to be standing against them or for them, so it's going to be interesting to see how they perform as they hit the live servers. Anyway, on that note, I suppose I shall go ahead and switch on over to the remainder of my stream. And because I am also doing some recording for the actual patch notes review video, I am going to say farewell to anybody who is going to watch the video at this point. And I will catch them at my next video or my next stream. However, I am going to keep going here and switch over to Elite Dangerous. So take a moment to take a breather, step away, enjoy a drink or something, and I will be back with you in a few moments. Okay, so now I am back. I had to get the player to cooperate with me as far as actually managing the switch over to the whole Elite Dangerous videos now. And so I am basically in orbit around a nearby system and wanting to figure out where I am going next here. I've already visited a number of the geological sites on this planet, trying to get some of my raw materials together, and I've crossed off some of them. Just trying to figure out which one's closest to me at this point. I think I'll go for 7 here. And fortunately, when I logged out of the game last, it decided to leave me in the relative vicinity of the planets I was working with. But, so it's not causing me too many problems in that regard. Last time I tried doing this and ended up having to log back in, it put me all the way back at the main star for the system, which is 100,000 light seconds away. And trust me, that's not exactly a short trip, even at this game's movement scales. So, yeah. That's about 15 minutes worth of runtime there if it happens again. Wow, I just went on about a 2-minute tirade on the whole gridding for the planet and whatnot, and trying to explain that to you, Hooli, and just realized that I didn't even have my mic on. So, we'll bypass that entirely. I hope not, because if they are, they're trying to supply an awfully damn big ship. Wow, I need to remember to keep my mic on. Hooli, sorry to disappoint you, but no, this planet does not have little green men. The only reason it's even showing up green in the first place is because I've got my night vision on. For that matter, the only aliens that are in Elite Dangerous in the first place are Thargoids, and, well, let's just say I really don't want to be running into them. I am not equipped to fight them at all. Oh, geez, this site might be a best too. That's all looking awfully rough. Yeah, there's a lot of vertical relief here again. I might be able to manage it, but of course, the other side of this is actually having a place to land nearby, too. I could land at the top of the plateau there, but getting back up there would be a pain in the butt. I haven't done Site 3 yet. Let's see if I can get something a little bit better there. I am really not happy with that choice here. The last one I did a couple of days ago was really nice and flat, but I can't remember exactly which one that was. Well, this one looks like it might at least be somewhat manageable. I have to get closer to actually make sure that it is, but it seems like it's on the valley floor and not on the valley wall. I'm on the light side of the planet. I think I can turn off the night vision for this one. Damn, it dropped out a little too far away. Yeah, it looks like I'm actually going to have a decent landing place here. So I'll start slowing down now, because otherwise I'm just going to smash right into this. Now I only have a couple of little resource points that I'm looking for here. I'm looking for crystalline clusters and crystalline needles. The clusters are tier 3 material grade. The needles are tier 4 material grade, and they're definitely it's the tier 4s primarily that I'm here looking for. But the clusters are also valuable because I exchanged a lot of my materials for lower grades specifically for running this mission so that I could collect only the high tier materials. Let's see, cadmium. Nice. More cadmium. Precious cobble. Not looking for that. Oh shit. I'm sorry, I was not expecting there to be a ledge there. See, there's another cobble. There's crystalline fragments. Those aren't going to do much for me. There's needle crystals. There we go. Now I'm actually at this specific planet because it has a very specific material that I should be able to collect. I believe it's ruthenium on this one. Come on. Yep, ruthenium. There we go. Fragments. There's more needle crystals right there. Crystalline cluster. There's more needle crystals right there, geez. This place actually has a pretty good supply of them. Fragments, clusters. Looks like more cadmium. downside is, with this being such a low-gravity environment, I really have to wait for these pieces to come down after I break them off. Because otherwise, I really have no gauge for where they're actually going to fall. Let's head back over this way just a little bit. Crystalline fragments. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Do not roll. Okay. Precious cobble. Cobble. Fragments. Cobble. It looks like I've gotten just about everything of the grade that I'm looking for out here, so time to go back to the ship and move on. The other thing I can always do is log out and log back in, basically reset the instance and start all over again, but I really don't need incredible amounts of some of these materials. Yeah, I am curious about watching the debates. I'm reasonably sure I already know where my mind is set, personally, but I'm not comfortable debating that on stream, in all honesty. Let's see, I've got 3 sites left that I haven't checked out. For the geological signals, at any rate. There's 5, looks like it's my closest. So there we go. Well, it looks like it's based on the positioning, the relative positioning, it's on the entire opposite side of the planet here. So that's going to take me a couple of minutes to actually get to. Jump up to an altitude of about 70 kilometers. And level out. $900. 800. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3. Still got a ways to go. 2. There we go. Now we've got a good drop in. Unfortunately, it's right on the Terminator, so I'm going to have to turn on the night vision again. Wrong key set. There we go. Yeah, if I'm being perfectly honest, Hooli, I'm about as pro-Trump as it comes to. Call it from being from a military family for one thing, and also just a number of other things that the Democrats have been doing that I really just do not wish to see continued. And I'm literally only saying that because you're my only viewer at the moment. And I'm sure that if anybody actually watches to this point in the stream, when the video gets properly posted, I'm probably going to get hell for it. Yay, looks like another nice flat landing site. I'll actually be able to move around on this one again. Unless it rides up on that ridge, but it does not look like it, thankfully. Okay. Pull the oscillatory view back out. Uh-oh. 5 pings. Close to the ship. But none of them what I'm actually looking for, so that's helpful. Okay, crystalline cluster. And there's needle crystals right there. That's actually what I'm here for, so we'll go for that one first. Tungsten, nice. Okay, there's more needle crystals over there. haven't seen any crystalline... Well, okay, I take it back. I've seen 2 this run so far. Beyond that, haven't really seen any crystalline clusters. Ah, speak of the devil, and he shall appear. And there's another needle fragment over there too. Nice. There's another crystalline cluster way up on that hill. Yeah. Oh, come on, just knock loose, will you? There we go. Cadmium again. Cobble. Cobble. I think I was already around here. Yeah. Okay, seriously? Wow, okay. Got way off center. There we go. Now, if I remember correctly, this was site number 5. So, yep, site number 5. So I still need to check out site number 8 and site number 2. Like 2 is closest. I'll hit 8 last, and then move on to the next planet and material in line. Really, Huli, you're doing that on my stream feed? Alrighty then. Oh, these last few sites seem to be in pretty good shape for landing. This one looks like it's going to be a nice flat search zone too. Always helps being in the right menu for things on this game. Ooh. Crystalline cluster. Yo, airborne. Okay. I can't exactly call it airborne. This planet doesn't have atmosphere. Hello. Helps if I remember what some of my buttons are, too. Crystalline cluster. Well, fortunately, I'm kind of remotely piloting this. It's just showing my view from the SRV. So there is no real way to actually eject. I would basically just kind of get returned to the ship controls. Not really coming across what I'm here for, am I? Wait, never mind, there's one. Crystal cluster there. Ooh, wait a minute. Wow. It was hiding behind a needle crystal. Sweet. Okay. Tungsten again. Finding lots of tungsten in this system. There's more needles way off over there, in the opposite direction. And anybody who's actually watching the live feed chat as they, if they go through this stream after the fact, please ignore Hooli to a point. He's a bit of a nut. Though to kind of add on to that statement just a little bit, I do not believe in any way that we would actually condone drug abuse in any way, shape, or form. I know I certainly don't. Him I'm not so sure of sometimes. Hey, more needle crystals. Actually doing pretty good finding them at this site. Helps if the gun's actually pointing in the right direction, people. Okay. I think I may have just about depleted this site. Yeah, I'm starting to hit the fringes. Kind of right around where I've already been. Alrighty. Yo! Ouch. Seriously? Okay. Yes, I do randomly enjoy just shooting off a couple of shots at my ship and watching the shields go haywire. I think that might be too low for me to come in. Yep. Oh, shit. No, do not get jammed under the landing strut. Thank you very much. Alrighty, just one more site to check out. Pulling up the landing gear always helps. Okay, so it looks like I may have a reasonable landing site here. I wasn't sure at first coming in. Although I am seeing a lot of vertical relief here. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt, but I'm not thinking I'm going to stick around too much on this one. Come on. There we go. Looks like this might also be the last jaunt that I'm comfortable taking in this particular SRV. Between the fact that it's only got 94 rounds of ammo left and a couple of other things. Okay, that's away from... Actually, no, that is the right direction. Okay. Nice view of the Milky Way, by the way. Yeah. Right further from the ship. Thank you very, very much. There we go. Yeah, nice view of the Milky Way. Looks like that's actually looking basically right into the core. Sweet. Not bad. Okay. See if I can find anything decent up here still. There's a crystalline cluster over there. There's a cobble. More tungsten. Let's switch over to my composition scanner here real quick and see if I can get a scan on this vent over here. Looks like I've already got something similar scanned, so okay. Excellent fragments. I think I'm gonna ease up on the crystalline clusters since I don't have a whole lot of ammo and basically just focus on any needle crystals that I find. Train's starting to get a little rough. Definitely getting close to the valley edge too. At least it seems like this particular site runs a good bit of the rim here. Technically, I shouldn't be too hurting for search area. There's another cluster way down the slope, though. In fact, anything else here is way down the slope. All crystalline clusters. So far. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, nope. Okay. Okay, just track right. Thank you very much. Wait a minute, Huli, you're telling me you're watching my stream while you're also attending to customers for your workshop? I think you could definitely be managing your time a little bit better here. Although at the same time, I apologize in that regard that I was late on getting my stream going, but still. You know that, Huli, be that as it may, I can still understand needing to attend to customers first. It's that whole quality of service sort of thing. Now, granted, I work in retail, so that's probably something that might be a little too ingrained in me, but still. Just throwing that out there. Okay. Let's try this from the bottom of the hill. Definitely not gonna try anything on that hill unless I really, really see something pop up. Be nice if I could find some crystalline needles at the base of the hill, though. Hey, there's a needle, something or other way off over there. And did not have enough energy in the capacitor to actually boost that full gap, but whatever. Okay, I'm gonna see if there's anything just a little bit off this way. And if not, I think I'm gonna be moving on to my next hunting site. Does not appear to be much worth having on any of the easily accessible areas here, so Back to the ship and on to the next planet in line. Hey Azura, how's it going? Nothing much, just trying to stay out of trouble. Alright, so... let's see... oh god. Really? Okay. So, that's where I'm going next. Looks like 659 light seconds, so not too much of a jump. Having not played Star Citizen, I'll take your word for it. But yeah, I do like the fact that Elite Dangerous is very, very almost fluid in some ways. It's not too difficult to go from one to the other. Of course you'd say that, Hooli. One of the things that I do enjoy about Elite Dangerous as far as the space travel, though, is it treats it very... I'm not entirely sure mechanical is quite the way I'd put it. It treats it with the proper physics in mind. You have to slow up as much as you slow down, things like that. It's very, very almost realistically based, if I had to put it in proper terms, I suppose. Ah. Okay, that I suppose that makes sense. Yeah, Hooli kind of figured that one. I've got a couple of fleet carriers in orbit around here. This one's a bit bigger than the last planet. Alright, so what are my sights here? Wow, 18, 19. Oh, shit. No, I did not want to be entering orbit just yet. Okay. Drop out of Super Cruise, turn around, and... Okay, now let's get an idea of where I'm looking here. I keep forgetting that when I drop to minimum throttle in Super Cruise, I'm still moving like 30 kilometers a second. Okay, looks like I've got a whopping 19 geological sites here. And yeah, yes, I do. Let's see. Okay, 19 sites. Let me actually just write these down so that I can check them off. Okay. So closest one is signal number 10. That'll be my first port of call. Looks like it's basically straight on in. Does mean I'm going to need to work on my positioning though, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to actually get my glide in place. It'll just drop me out 100 kilometers away, and that's no fun. Okay. Come on. Downside is I'm seeing a lot of... That does mean, unfortunately, a lot of vertical relief. This might not be an easily landable planet. Yo. I hope that smooths out a bunch closer into the site. Otherwise, that is not going to be doable. So it does look like I've got a nice little plateau I'm situated in here. It's gonna be a little tricky to navigate, but it's at least looking doable. Okay. I can work with this. Of course, landing is another matter entirely. Looks like I'm gonna have to sit down right there. No, I did not want the Graham cargo scoop. Okay. Wow. Well, yes, I did choose a very rough patch of land to start my initial descent. Okay. This one might work a lot better. Okay. There we go. Let's go to Scarab number 2. Looks like I've got a decent bit of light for now. Probably because I've got glare coming in off the planet above me. Because now I need to actually find my resource site. No, I did not want the turret. Reasonably sure I already have everything that... Yeah, I've already got everything that would be willing to offer me at this point. So, how much of a fall or drop is this going to be? Boy. Oh, shit. Hello. Okay. This ain't working. Where am I? We're just noticing this now, huh? Okay, come on. Roll, please. There we go. Okay. Okay, so ship's back that way, which means I'm actually looking uphill. Okay. How do I get out of here? Okay, I'm going that way. Stop rolling. All right. Wait. That is not the direction I wanted to jet. Shit. Just get me the frig out of here. No, not back into the hole. Not back into the hole. Oh my god. Okay. I have no idea which way I'm even looking. Oh my god. Okay. This might not be the smartest decision I've ever made. Okay. Okay. Where's my control panel? I think I can officially call this particularly unrecoverable. At least I've got 3 more rovers. Okay, so let's try this again. Let's see. Maybe I can get a glimpse of where I ended up at least. Should be at least some wreckage of the rover somewhere. I'd say I ended up right in there. In fact, yep, there's the Scarab wreckage right there. Okay, moving on. So, is there anywhere on the valley floor that I might be able to land? Trying to do this in my Corvette may not be the smartest idea. Yep, nope. Wait. Yes, we've got smooth terrain here. Good. Slow down, you motherfucker. I'm sorry, was that out loud? Okay. Okay, so resource collection, round 2. This time, hopefully, without the oops. So apparently nothing geologically interesting about some of these columns here. Nothing really showing up on radar yet, material-wise, either. Could just be this isn't a great site for it. Though I probably could have gathered that from the simple fact that I'm trying to land here was practically impossible. Alright. Molybdenum. Nice. Unfortunately, I've already got quite a bit of that. It's not going to take me too much longer to fill that one up. There we go, needle crystals. That's what I'm here for. Will you stop jostling all over the place? My apologies to anybody who's watching who happens to get motion sickness. I think there's a fair bet that you might just end up with a bout of it from watching this video at this point. Okay. Just cobble. Still not seeing a whole lot of anything, really. Yeah. Hooli, we already know you're a nut. There's just not much showing up around here. I'm thinking this site's a bust. And if anybody wants to know where I learned to fly a rover, that would be the Mass Effect School of Rover Piloting. Mass Effect 1 and the, what was it? The M30 Mako, or whatever the hell it was? Yeah, good times. So let's see if I can find another site that's not so worthless. Yes, Azure, the Mako was an epically physics-less vehicle. At least that's the way my ex-girlfriend described it. Not going there any further than that. Let's see what Geosite 7 has to offer. Hopefully more tellurium than I was able to find here. Yeah. Oh, they're those vertical surfaces that the Mako could magically stick to as long as it was moving sideways. Okay, let's see what this site has to offer. Looks like I've got a couple of close by pings. One of them needle crystals. Sweet. Oh, it looks like this site, or this planet, actually has some other players that are nearby on an open server. Jeez, more tungsten? Seriously? Looks like that's going to land right on my head. Almost. I think I can take some of the power away from the engines. I'm not in the same game instance as they are, Hooli. And besides, with my Corvette out here, there's a fair chance that I'd just be too powerful. Go. More tungsten. Shit. Okay. Let's head over this way. Oh, that's an edge. Okay. Crystal and fragments. Looks to a point like this site kind of extends partway up the sides of the hill, doesn't it? Crystal cluster, crystal fragments. Oh, this one's really decided to fly, isn't it? There we go. Where are you going? Another one over there. Oh good, that one is coming down. Okay. I think I kind of hit the edge of the site, haven't I? And suddenly the rock says stop. Okay. Ouch. Yep, that hurt. Okay. So far, I'm not too impressed by the reserves I'm finding on this planet for this material. Maybe I'm just getting stuck sort of in instances that other players have already stripped clean, but geez. One thing I don't want to do is go wandering too far from my ship, because otherwise it'll dismiss back to orbit, and sometimes recalling the ship and getting it back is not always user-friendly. Alright, just get me off of this hill. Okay, so there's a cluster that I came across earlier. Ow. Okay, so this site is something of a bust as well. I think I only found, what, 2 needle crystal sites? So I tried 7, 6, and 10. Next in line is 16. I think I'm going to see what this one next site holds in store and then probably call it for the stream for the night. I don't know, Huli, did you turn your sound off? Because I'm still picking up my audio. At least that's what the stream says. Yeah, that would definitely help, Huli. Well, just for grins, let's pop out to orbit for a moment here. Need to remember Site 16, that's the one I'm looking at. Although maybe since I've backed out a little bit, I should be able to see. That's looking like it's in one of the deeper valleys. I think I'm just going to let that one bypass. Six. Signal 1. Where are you? I don't think there's anywhere I'm going to be landing on this planet where it's not in a valley of some sort. That's definitely looking like one of the deeper valleys there, too. How about signal 19? It's probably one of the narrower valleys up in that way if I'm judging that distance right. Signal 11. That one might be worth a try. However, before I do that, maybe slightly humoring Huli. Can't guarantee that I will humor him entirely. So this doesn't indicate, actually guarantee that I'm going to run into anybody. What do you mean yellow square planet? This one actually might be in a valley. I just couldn't see it very well at the angle. Oh yeah, that's a valley. That is very definitely a valley. And in the valley, too. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay. Yep, that's a nope. Hoolie, I am gonna hurt you. Nope. Too fast. Okay. Slow down. Quite a bit. Thank you. Geez, this one's in the middle of a valley too. I'm just not getting away from valleys here, am I? Okay. I just don't think I'm getting away from valleys no matter what I do in this particular planet. Just gonna have to put up with it if I want the tellurium, I guess. At least this one looks like it might be somewhat navigable. Okay. Let's see what I get here. Well, one thing's for sure, I definitely have no other players nearby. Otherwise, they would definitely be on radar. Okay. Redistribute the power. Get this thing to actually cooperate. Well, so far I've only found one ping on my radar. Not looking too promising here. Let's not start that again. Cobble, crystal cluster, crystal fragments, crystal cluster, let's see what, more tungsten. I'm not going to need tungsten for a good long time after I'm through with all of this shit. Okay, there's a couple of crystal clusters. I really need to be more careful about feathering my throttle. Especially in the SRV. This thing loves to spin like it's nobody's business. steam plume over here like there's supposed to be a geological vent there, but nothing actually there. Alright. See the terrain here. Okay, nothing pinging on radar that way. We've got radar showing up this direction, which is the direction I just came from. Got radar showing up this way, which is back towards the ship. But I'm not seeing anything that would actually indicate actually having anything that I could pick up. Starting to wonder what engineering mods actually require tellurium at this point anyway. Because this is... Okay. Azura will appreciate this one. If I were in the Mako, this hill would be no problem. Seriously? Okay. Thank you. I know I'm facing sideways on the hill now. Thank you. Let's get off the hill. Oh no, there's no invisible wall going on here. It's literally the game physics not cooperating with me in any way, shape, or form. Okay. I think I see my plan of attack here, assuming... Anytime you're done. Okay, I seriously do not need tellurium that badly. Just get me the hell out of here. Hooli, shut up. Hooli, I honestly would dare you to drive any better under the circumstances. You want to prove me wrong? Go download Elite, play it. Get away from Star Citizen and that. Okay. So I have literally searched high and low in this entire location and found no tellurium anywhere. Hooli, you keep talking about Cracker Jacks. Is this supposed to be a baseball game or something? Ha 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 ha. Okay. Suddenly, ship. Oh shit. Got too close to the ship and my thrusters turned off. Oh god. Oh, that was perfect. Okay. Yeah, my SRV isn't making a dent in those prismatic shields, Hooli. Nope. Okay. Nope. If I go that way, I'm gonna get stuck. If I go this way, I might just get stuck. Okay. Seriously? Trying to go over a rock and it's getting me stuck under my ship. No fair. Well, alrighty then. So, that actually is gonna do it for this stream. And I apologize to the fourth viewer who just slipped in. I hope once the video is uploaded, you don't mind going back and watching the stream from the start. It's actually quite a little bit of fun, if nothing else. But on that note, I suppose I shall go ahead and let everybody go and enjoy the rest of their night. Have a good one, folks, and happy hunting out there. And I will have the actual video dedicated to the World of Warships 9.9 patch review uploaded in a little bit. I do have that recorded separately, and it will be posted on its own separately. So, again, have a good night, folks. Have a good one. Happy hunting. Stay safe, stay healthy.